Hi, good afternoon, everyone. I'm Jawad Haqbeen from Japan, Kyoto University. It is great honor to present at CI this year, but I'm sorry that I could not make it in person due to certain circumstances. Today I'll present our study titled LLM-based conversational agent enhanced student engagement and learning outcomes in online learning studies and experiment with Afghanistan. In this work, we explore a conservative use of a GPT-based agent as a conversational assistant to support student engagement in learning outcomes in online education. We hope this provides some support and insight into how LLM-based chatbot can be used effectively for educational purposes and show social good. Of course, and this project was not done alone by myself. It is a collaborative effort with Dr. Sofia Sahab and Professor Takayuki Ito from Graduate School of Informatics, Kyoto University. Uh, uh, okay, so as we know that online learning has become an essential modality, especially in crisis context. It allows students to access lessons and resources remotely, and with introduction of generative AI tools such as GPT, it's shown promising in improving these activities, particularly like in terms of student engagement and learning outcomes. But there is a growing concern that uh, there are some studies that shows that our reliance uh, on AI may weaken cognitive activities and reduce originality in create dependency risk if access is removed. And also, relying on GPT tools may weaken these cognitive process. So we come up with, so the questions we ask that, can we use AI carefully and constructively to support learning, especially in constrained environment like Afghanistan? Uh, our study investigate the conservative use of GPT based on a conversational agent to facilitate post-lecture discussion in online learning. As we know, our study focused in Afghanistan, as we know that uh, in Afghanistan, women and girls are banned from education, traditional education by Taliban. So these online classes can have, uh, therefore, girls focus on using online learning platforms to continue their educations. However, these online classes can have up to 100 students per teacher, which present challenges for teacher-student interactions. And research shows that lack of student interaction and student lecture interactions reduce the student satisfaction and learning outcomes. So our goal was to enhance engagement through structured AI support to use agent as a support tool to enhance student interactions during post-lecture discussions. So we designed a chatbot using OpenAI GPT-4, applying few short learning and using some predefined human author facilitation messages. And also we use a predefined post-lecture interactive phases. We classified them into sub-phases. So our post-lecture discussions was 40 minutes. So we subdivided into four using the time. And based on this, we wanted to control the chatbot generated behavior to minimize hallucination and also maintain quality. So this is the user interface of the platform where we deploy our agents. So this is we integrated the chatbot into Hyperdemocracy. Hyperdemocracy is a discussion forum hosted by Discourse platform, and the chatbot participated in a group discussion during the post-lecture discussion. As you can see, this is the posted facilitated messages by our agent. So we conducted an experimental study, RCT, randomized controlled trial, with 80 undergraduate students, balanced by gender. So we divided into, and this is the timeline, and flow of subject recruitment. We recruited the subjects through our subject recruiting company, and it is control and treatment groups. It's divided into two groups, and each group had 40 students and during the Zoom lecture, and then we subdivided that group into group of four small discussion group during the post-lecture discussions. We intentionally did it because there was in Zoom, there was one teacher. So during the post-lecture discussion, this teacher randomly tried to engage with these four groups. So we hypothesize that it's very difficult for a teacher to engage with all the students. So that's why it used some support function like AI. It helped students to engage and share their takeaways during the post-discussion lecture, and it helped inform other passive students. So at the end, we asked them to complete a post-intervention survey, self-reported survey. So yeah, the discussions, we measured the engagements using discussion logs. So the metrics are post, reply counts, word counts, and likes. And we measured the post-intervention survey. We are using a 7-point like scale to understand their specifications. So we hypothesize that a group with chatbot can help to enhance student engagement and improve learning outcomes compared to the group without chatbot. So our study found that the treatment group with chatbot had significantly higher engagement. So they received more posts per student, and we received more replies and longer words count per student. Also, on the second day in case 2, and this result, we received the same result. So if we look from when we're looking at the combined result from day 1 and day 2 as case 1 and case 2, the findings were consistent, and so confirming that case 2 validated the case 1. You can see that the treatment are orange one and the control one, the blue one. You can see that we have more engagement, word counts and replies and posts. But the likes, you can see in the control groups, we have more likes. So in post-intervention survey, also we conducted a post-intervention survey in order to understand the students' perceptions. Students in the treatment groups reported significantly higher confidence in their learning outcomes compared to control groups. We specifically asked them, do you feel confident in this area of study? So students, the chatbot assisted discussions, so may both perceived learning and engagement. So it was statistically significant. So, and as we earlier shown in the result slide, an interesting observation was posts in a control group received more likes than those in the treatment groups. So one possible interpretation is the bandwagon effect. The bandwagon effect. The students may like posts that appear more early or more familiar. And to them. So bandwagon says the more visible the content is to the crowd will follow the more visible content. I mean, whatever is visible to them, they just follow that one. So in a control group, the more likes, was visible to the students. So in the treatment groups, the other metrics like reply, uh, post, and like insightful comments were visible. That's why other people just engage with that. So we also had some limitation, like sample size was like small, like it was like 80, but it was minimum to get the significant. Short duration, we had just conducted 2 days, and limited generalizability, we just conducted with computer science student and considering only Afghanistan. And we also relied on self-reported survey with a follow-up testing and actual learning using some traditional form of testing. We just asked students to report by themselves, but we didn't use another form of like using teacher to test their actual game. So to summarize, the LLM-based chatbot successfully supported post-lecture discussions. It increased student engagement and learning outcomes, and it also offered promise for use in low resource restrict setting like Afghanistan, where we have a problem to recruit teachers to conduct classes. Like for students, there is one teacher per 100 student size class, which is very difficult to engage with the student. So in the future, we wanted to conduct and run longer term studies, maybe one semester, and also introduce objective testing of knowledge gain. So we would like to try use some teacher to test the student after in post information survey. And also we explore multi-agent collaboration and personal agent. In this experiment, we just use one type of agent. In the future, we try to use such as like fact checking, a translator, or other sort of functions to support the students. Yeah. Okay, this is the citation of our talk, and that's all. Thank you for your attention. Feel free to reach out if you have questions or interested in collaborations. I will be online through Zoom. So yeah, thank you.